Everyone in NWA Anarchy knows the name Andrew Pendleton III. Everyone knows Mike Mosley. We are rich and famous.
Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the ring, the team of Dustin Knight and Anthony Henry, they are the Youth!
Well, once again, Aaron Camero finding himself in harm's way. And Youth Gone Wild, Dustin Knight and Anthony Henry taking on the team that we now know as rich and famous, the marquee Mike Mosley and Andrew Pendleton III. Very dangerous for you there. But let me tell you, to clarify for the fans at home, the rules of this match are, these two teams will start. Each match is 10 minutes, has a 10-minute time limit, excuse me.
That's right.
If neither team advances in that 10 minutes and they're not able to get a pinfall, disqualification, or count out, both teams will be eliminated. There's 4 teams involved, therefore, once somebody wins, the losing team leaves, another team comes out. If both teams are eliminated, the next 2 teams will come out. The winner of that one will not only win this tag team turmoil match, but they'll also become the #1 contenders for the Anarchy Tag Team Championship, thus receiving a shot on a future episode of NWA Anarchy against the Tag Team Champions, the Hate Junkies, managed by the Reverend Dan Wilson.
Yeah, it seems like a long ways to go, but the reward is definitely worth it. Big tag team coming at you. Wow, nice move right there. Snapping the man down. These guys, rich and famous.
Rich and famous. I mean, look at him. Everybody knows who Andrew Pendleton III is. He's a former Anarchy Tag Team Champion, a 2-time Anarchy Tag Team Champion. Everybody knows who the marquee Mike Mosley is. These guys are rich and they're famous. They got the money, they got the fame. Everyone knows their name.
Nice. Well, it's got a nice ring to it. I'll give them that. Well, let's see what good it does them in this big match. The fans 100% behind the Youth Gone Wild. These guys on top. Oh, with authority. Nice double team moves right there. Youth Gone Wild. Legal, by the way, too. Good job of the referee.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do not fill Ken Walrus's head with all that propaganda that he's doing a good job. This guy right here is the worst referee of all time.
That's quite a distinction. Oh! Solid drop kick in the corner. Youth Gone Wild, they're fired up. Their fans are fired up with them. Oh, man. Washed his face right off his head with that one. This one could be over. No, not quite enough to keep him down.
Youth Gone Wild has been the hunt for those Anarchy Tag Team Championships. Fell just short in that goal at season's meeting against then champions Billy Buck and Andrew Alexander.
What a match that was.
What a match that was, and both these two, and this team right here, the marquee Mike Mosley, we haven't seen him in Anarchy in quite some time. I would say at least 9 months. And Andrew Pendleton III, the last time we saw him was in a losing effort against Tank for the Anarchy Heavyweight Championship. No longer a member of the NWA Elite as Andrew Pendleton. Andrew Pendleton III was forced to break up from his partnership with JT Talent as they formed Talent and Money.
That's right.
Back at Fright Night 2010. So Andrew Pendleton III has been forging on here by himself, but now has found another partner, and this right here has the makings of a great tag team.
Well, if Andrew Pendleton went out and spent a little cash on finding himself a worthy tag team partner, he's done a good job. And Mike Mosley, he definitely getting returns on his investment here as Pendleton takes over the match with vicious elbows. Is it enough? Not quite.
I'll tell you this right now, one thing I realized was taking a look at Mike Mosley, and I know you haven't been around Anarchy all that long, Aaron, but Mike Mosley put on a little bit more mass, a little bit bigger than the last time we saw him.
Yeah, Mosley, definitely a real big guy in that ring. Biggest guy involved in this one, for sure.
Very imposing is Mike Mosley. But let me tell you right now, The youth gone wild. I mean, you know, first of all, I don't like the little teeny bopper tag teams. I don't like these guys that come out here and glad hands with the fans. I don't like the guys that come out here and, you know, shake babies and kiss hands. I'm not all about that, okay? I'm about getting there and getting the job done. If you got to yank a little bit of hair, you yank a little bit of hair. You got to grab some tights, you grab some tights. That's just a part of life. But these youth gone wild jerks, all they are, they're a bunch of goody two-shoes, and that gets you nowhere in life. You can't be a goody two-shoes.
Seems to be working for them. You know, talk about how these guys glad hand with fans and everything. You know, they didn't necessarily choose the fans chose them. These guys played honorably. Oh, man, look at that. Andrew Pendelton yanking the ropes right out from underneath the guy. Couldn't keep his footing. And now the big man, Mike Mosley, takes over. So the fans love these guys for reasons because they stick to the rules. They compete honorably, and they're entertaining. You know, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that.
What's honorable in following the rules?
Everything? I would think. I can't even really begin to explain honor and you know, integrity to a guy like you. I know better to even try. Don't touch my people.
Money is important. Okay, money is important. Look at this. Winning is important. You want honor? Look at that.
That's ridiculous.
You want honor, you want value, you want good sportsmanship? See if that'll pay your rent next month.
Mosley just viciously grabbing his opponent by the hair, dragging him across the ring. Referee lost control of this one. Come on. This kid's in a lot of trouble right now. Needs to make that tag, and he needs to make it now.
Well, I'm telling you right now, Mike Mosley was also part of the tag team that coincidentally involved somebody else who's involved in the tag team turmoil match, that being Andrew Alexander. He was a partner of Andrew Alexander at one time. How interesting would it be if Rich and Famous was to move up and take on the team of Andrew Alexander and Billy Buck?
Right now, that looks like it could be a distinct possibility as Andrew Pendelton, the third, grinding away at his opponent. Listen to these fans fire. Oh, come on. Handful of hair.
The teams were randomly selected in this. Now, we do know that the 4 teams involved, we did know Mike Mosley and Andrew Pendelton, obviously, who are in the ring.
Right.
Youth Gone Wild, who's in the ring.
Randomly drawn as the first 2 teams.
And the other 2 teams, Andrew Alexander and Billy Buck, and the other team of the New Wave, Derek Driver and Stephen Walters, will be involved in this match, too. And the thing is, when you take a look at this on paper, 2 teams are former tag team champions. The New Wave and Andrew Alexander and Billy Buck, they're former Anarchy tag team champions. But Andrew Pendelton III is also a former tag team champion. So you have men that are involved in this match that know what it's like to hold that tag team gold. And a shot against the Hate Junkies could put them back on that pedestal again.
Well, a lot of former accolades are great, looks good on a resume, but don't ever count out these kids, the youth gone wild. You know, they show that they don't give up no matter what. They showed that big tag team match that they came so close to becoming tag team champions themselves. These kids, they don't give up. And we're not going to see it here either as the man kicks out right there.
Well, Dustin Knight, one thing that I noticed here, the team of Andrew Pendelton III and Mike Mosley, is they're going to work on the back and neck of Dustin Knight. Now, you weren't here, but just about 2 years ago, Dustin Knight, in that ring right there, one of our biggest events in Hardcore Hell 09, Dustin Knight broke his neck in the ring, recovered from the broken neck, came back almost 1 year later, a lot quicker than any doctor would have expected. I mean, most people said that his career was done at a very young age. I mean, he's not even 23 yet.
There it is, big tag made. Anthony Henry hits the ring like a ball of fire. Look at him go. See, that just attests to the never give up attitude of the youth gone wild. I mean, you can come back from a broken neck and be right here tonight in this tag team turmoil, challenging the contender spot for the NWA Anarchy Tag Team titles. Boy, guys, give it your all. These chances don't come around a lot.
Well, you either got really good injuries or no brain. He should have quit.
I don't even know where to go with it. Oh. Mike Mosley making the save.
Mike Mosley got him over.
Nice double drop kick sending the big man Mike Mosley to the outside, leaving Andrew Pendelton III all alone.
And right now, Dustin Knight on the apron as Andrew Pendelton III goes in, and Anthony Henry's charging him a full head of steam. Double enziguris there by the Yukon Wild. Now, what I want to know is why Kid Walrus is not making Dustin Knight go back to his corner.
Maybe you
don't have an answer, do you?
Maybe you don't see him. He's kind of slunched over there. You know, he's hurt. How involved could he get?
Oh, I bet you Dustin Knight had a buffet attached to him. Kid Walrus could see him.
Oh, my goodness. We could see the next team advancing right here in tag team turmoil. Oh, right across the eyes.
That's a great amateur move.
Yeah.
It's called the Clark Gable Memorial Eye Roll.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Let me write. I'm gonna have to write that one down.
Clark Gable was a big wrestler, you know.
Just like your commentary, this is Gone with the Wind, baby. Nice shots to the midsection. Big man Mike Mosley back outside the ring. Well, we got to be creeping up on that 10-minute time limit here real soon. These guys better wrap it up.
We're getting real close to that 10 minutes. I mean, these guys.
Oh, nice.
The thing is, you know, and they had to have that internal clock. They had to know. Well, right there it is.
There it is. 10-minute time limit is expired.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 10-minute time limit has expired. Therefore, both of these teams are eliminated from tag team turmoil.
Well, there is no overtime period in wrestling.
Come on, this one's over. The match is over, and yet these guys are attacking them. Both teams eliminated here in tag team turmoil.
It's okay. This is the match after the match. Oh, come on now.
I am enjoying it now that you mention it. Oh, yeah. And listen to the fans.